Alright, hi guys, my name is Brooke. I'm going to talk to you guys today about the socialization aspect of students with emotional disturbances. And it was really neat and actually really cool to get researching into this and get into it. And something I noticed was a pattern in how students react there was either they reacted in fear or reacted in anger. And so as we dive into those reactions, I hope you guys can see those patterns and be able to categorize them as I did in my research. So one thing that a student does socially when they have emotional disturbances is they have a difficult time interacting with their peers. Whether it's anxiety or fear, they have a hard time being around others, and because of that, they may withdraw from others, and so they might appear isolated and alone. They might not be playing with anybody at recess, or when you assign group projects, they might not be as into it or involved, I guess. They also don't really appropriately interact with anyone, really, their peers, their siblings, their parents, their teachers, and because of that, they avoid interaction overall. And those were the types of things that I found that fell in kind of to the fear category, or anxiety, or maybe a little bit of depression aspects of where they are alone, feeling sad and isolated. As for the aggressive or anger reactions of socialization, is that they might be so aggressive in which they cause physical injury to others. And I think some of us might have seen such thing in bullying and fighting. So that's one. They might also have covert aggressions, meaning aggressions that aren't very seen or aren't visually seen, such as vandalizing, cheating, lying. Those are often exercises that they perform. They also might not be able to balance healthy relationships and display aggression in those relationships, whether it's gossiping, manipulating, or lying, or excluding others. I was thinking about this, and I wonder if it has to do with whether or not they had an example of maybe a healthy relationship in their life, and so they're not able to maintain that for themselves either. And another aggressive or anger reaction in their socialization aspect is a disobedience to the rules. They just don't follow it and don't really have a care or desire to please others, including teachers. So those are some of the reactions that you might see as a teacher if you have a student with emotional disturbances. Overall, there is just this lack of ability to control emotions and immaturity in coping with them. And so that's why we often see crying and temper tantrum and screaming from these students as well. What you can do to help these students is some of those teaching strategies that were just pointed out in the slide above, to make your lessons plans clear and concise to them. Give them positive reinforcement, because they get so much negative reinforcement from their bad behavior. So try to give them positive reinforcement for good behavior. I hope you guys really benefited from this slide and from learning more about emotional disturbances. And I hope that you can use it in the future. Thanks, guys.